Avatar 2 is now closer than ever, and we can only think about one thing, one big question. Can it be as successful as the first one? The expectations are really high, and can it really meet them? Or will it be one of the biggest flops in film history? Even I can feel the pressure. So grab something hot to drink or eat and enjoy our exploration of Cameron's big gamble. So a lot has changed since the release of Avatar 13 years ago. I mean, I still remember those sliding phones with the huge keyboard, which I really wanted but never got. But that's not the point of this video. So in the film industry, superheroes were the thing until very recently. In my opinion, until the end of Marvel's Phase 3. This is when the superhero saga, or whatever you call it, ended. I cannot take Marvel's Phase 4 seriously, I'm sorry. But the superhero saga seems to be dying out. And it's really important that Avatar remains the top grossing film of all time. So Avatar: The Way of Water is riding on the back of the most financially successful film ever made, or the worst business case in movie history. The film's budget is around $350 million with the marketing, making it one of the most expensive films ever. So in order to succeed and turn that into profit, it needs to be the third or the fourth highest grossing film in history. Or in other words, it would need to make more than 2015 Star Wars The Force Awakens, which raked in $2.07 billion worldwide. These are pretty big numbers, and Cameron said that if he doesn't make that happen, he might stop with Avatar 3. But there is another great factor that came into play recently and could probably determine the success of the film, and that's China. Avatar is going to be re-released in China, one of the world's most restricted movie markets. This plays a huge role here, and it was recently announced that Avatar: The Way of Water will be released in China as well, which raised the chances of the film's success significantly. So this is huge, considering also that China has banned the last 7 Marvel movies because of their messages. And the re-release in China last year brought in $44 million in just 10 days, outperforming its main competitor Disney's Mulan. Lately, Western filmmakers have largely given up on China and are less willing to follow China's content censorship rules. But for Avatar: The Way of Water, ignoring China is not an option, considering how much is riding on the film's success. My honest thoughts here are that this will be a very tough barrier to break, and we don't even know for sure what was the budget of the film, because James Cameron's response to how expensive it was is it was very expensive, which doesn't seem like a very good sign. Correction, he said it was very f***ing expensive. So the budget is not confirmed, it has to break tons of records and it has to be on the top 4 highest grossing films of all time. Does that sound as an easy task? No. He's done it twice, not even once, but twice already, so hopefully he can make it happen one more time. And it seems like James Cameron is trying to hype this movie up as much as possible. Well, since I'm here making a video about it, he probably succeeded in that. But I'm still on the skeptical side of if it's gonna be as successful as the first and if it's gonna meet all the expectations. And most importantly, people have to find their why to watch the movie. And I have one last quote for you by Jimmy Woo, CEO of Lumiere Pavilions, hopefully I'm pronouncing this right, which is one of China's largest cinema chains. He said, "It's very hard to predict the box office right now. It all depends on the lockdowns and we have no idea exactly what the lockdown situation is going to look like across the whole of China next week." So if you're still here, thanks a ton for watching. If you did enjoy, consider subscribing, because only 0.9% of you are subscribed, which is kinda sad. And make sure to watch this video next, because that's what the almighty algorithm thinks that is the best fit for you. Love you. Fuck, that was cringe.